Yo, good evening.
Welcome.
It is the Negro Nappy gangsters. No, we ain't gangsters. We just celebrating because the last gangster is gone from the White House. Donald Mustard Face Trump is no longer the president of the United States. And we have a champagne glass of beer and a fucking Super Bowl trophy all on the same show.
And a balloon.
This is a beer cane glass of champ.
What's going on? What's going on, Trap Squad? You guys know what to do. Let your friends and your family members know, and your ex-girlfriend, that we are live. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you're on YouTube and you're not a subscriber, what are you waiting on? If you are on Facebook, Twitter, and you have not shared it, what are you waiting on? Start a watch party right now if you're on Facebook. Let's go. Tell your people them boys are on the air. What up, y'all? Family, talk to me. How y'all doing?
It's a celebration, bitches.
Bravo.
Turn up. Down Trump gone. Down Trump gone. Take your ass home. Take down Trump gone. Down Trump gone. Down Trump gone. Down Trump gone. When I say gone, you say home. Gone.
Home.
Gone.
Home. Ben is on
yeah, man.
Listen.
Today, Joe Biden got inaugurated as the next president. The number 40. What? 40. What? 46. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Number 46. That means that's like 4 plus 6 equals 10. 10 times Donald Trump kissed my ass.
Knick-knack, paddywhack.
Knick-knack, paddywhack. So check this out. So if I may, we do have a special guest with us tonight. Our brother from another mother. Darren Smith, Darren, with that Super Bowl trophy. That shit needs to get smelted until Kaepernick come back because he was
looking
right
like
all the time.
On the air like that.
You know what I'm talking about? But still, we are very, very happy to have Darren come on the show with us tonight. So, Darren, what's good, man? How are you?
I am doing well, man. Like you all said, it's a good morning in America once again. It's good riddance to Donald Trump. We can sleep peacefully tonight, knowing that at least no nuclear bombs will go off overnight tonight. So very happy about that. The thing I enjoy most about today is, Proud Boys and everybody else being upset at what took place today. And at the end of the day, they were a non-mother factor today.
Excuse me, Darren, you are obligated to curse on this show. We do not beep.
They are not a motherfucking factor today.
My man. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I ain't never seen a nigga cut so nicely with a necktie and a yellow flower on his. You a nasty motherfucker, boy. Listen, here's what I want to tell y'all. Marcus and Ben, you Marcus and Ben, right now, Joe Biden is making y'all look like Mondale motherfucking bitches. You niggas owe me some apologies already. That nigga walked in the office. That nigga walked in the office and said, "Here goes 17 executive orders, and 9 of them motherfuckers is to get rid of all that dumb shit Trump did, including the Muslim ban, including creating a pathway to victory for DACA, including motherfucking saying all of the Liberians here can stay here, including saying we will remove the Muslim ban, including saying we gonna create equity in all of the government and also racial equity." And he put Susan Rice over and said, guess what? Fuck just diversity. We need equity in all of our levels of government. So we create an inter-department, massive department overhead that will be spearheaded by Susan Rice. God damn it, y'all. Joe Biden said it is what it is, player. Oh, not to mention to all my brothers and sisters who slept in cold weather for that Keystone pipeline, that shit is X'd. Right now, that shit is X.
Hey, look. I take a L. I'm like Richard Pryor. That's an L I'm gonna have to take. I take that L every single day, right? Because you know what? You still gotta prove to me that something gonna happen. That's for us. I don't give a goddamn if he signs shit. You know what? To be honest, you can sign my ass as far as I'm concerned. Now let me see shit happen. Right? You ain't win shit yet. You still got Wall Street. We still got Wall Street bankers. He still have people who have to implement. Now, first off, the props are here. Let me stop. Good job, Joe Biden. Motherfucker, you gave me some goddamn happiness for 1 goddamn hour today. So here's to you, motherfucker. Cheers, Joe. Well done. And shout out to Madam Vice President Harris, for being the first black and
woman
AAPI,
and AIDS.
Woman, and AKA to be the vice president of the United States. But we can sign as much as we want to, though, because we got a Democratic House, we got a Democratic Senate, we got a Democrat for a president. So as far as I'm concerned, if I don't see some things moving, baby, that fire gonna be on you. The fire gonna be on your ass, boy. And guess what? Guess what? You need to be like that too. So fuck it. Mondale, today, celebrate your black ass off.
In the words of the famous poet, torches and pitchforks.
Mondale worked off of that.
Yeah, let's see how well that ages.
It ain't gonna age well. God damn it. I'm just waiting for that boy to say something stupid and just make us kill him. Not for real kill him. I'm talking politically, y'all. I'm talking everything here, all the violence here. Ben, that balloon's gonna make me nervous as hell all night.
I don't know. I mean, because you know how you got something when you get blown and you got something that's like different? That's what he's doing right now. He's just doing something different when you get lit, real lit. And you start looking at shit.
I'm like, not lit though.
Oh,
it's just a balloon though. Interesting.
It is a balloon. You know what? We should be happy because it's a celebration balloon, right, man?
It's a celebration, man. Clap, clap, bravo.
So
I mean, we gotta be. Go ahead, Marcus.
Gentlemen, today we saw an inauguration of our 46th president, and I'm gonna ask you guys, what was your favorite part of today?
Donald Trump not showing up, right? That was good to me. I'm like, bro, it was
that was a good way to wake up this morning.
How petty do you have to be to not only lose the way he lost, but I guess he couldn't even face the country at that point. How do you face the country at that point after you try to overthrow the country? Yeah, it was best for him not to show up, but that was my favorite part.
But listen, Marcus, my favorite part was, hold on, Darren, you go ahead, brother. You were saying something.
No, I was just saying, waking up this morning knowing that Trump was, leaving out of here. We created the Space Force. The Space Force. That's his accomplishment.
So, you gotta be a weird motherfucker when your only accomplishment for being a president is Space Force. We got troops on the moon, motherfucker. Troops on the moon. I hope he joins.
What was your favorite part of the day, bro?
My favorite part of the day was Donald Trump trying to outdo the United States inauguration with his own exit party. Like, you are a for real autocrat. Dude had a whole party at Joint Air Force Base, right? So check this out. Shit didn't go the way he planned. He was trying to have a big crowd, so he let all of his guests bring 5 members. About 200 people showed up. Pence didn't even show up. Pence went to Joe Biden's party. Man, look, the dude was over there, 21 gun salute. His daughter was crying. It was a beautiful day for democracy, man. I literally damn near died when I saw him giving that speech. Dude came out playing the YMCA on the day of the inauguration. And he's so petty. Look, he's so petty. He took a flight to Florida at 9 a.m. so he wouldn't have to ask permission to use Air Force One.
Well, hold on, my deal, because not only that, he wanted to make sure by the time he landed, he was still quote unquote president of the United States, so they wouldn't change the call sign while he was in the air. That's how petty he was.
Yeah, it went from whatever one to get your ass off the plane one. Look.
Now you got to dodge the feds because these investigations about to happen at this point, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Hold on. Right. I do want to get to my favorite part of the day. My favorite part of the day was our dear sister that did that poetry. What's that sister's name?
Yes.
I'm about to pull it up.
The poet laureate. Yes.
Yeah. Her name was Amanda Gorman. Amanda Gorman came up there and set the world on fire. I got 3 parts. That was the first part. The second part was like watching them Trump kids cry. Like, Daddy, you said this would be forever. Hey, yo, bitch ass.
Yo, Marcus, can I ask you a question? Why you gotta give him the voice off of Shrek, the gingerbread man off of Shrek?
You said I would be here forever. I was trying to be happy off of white
Yo,
supremacy.
but let me tell you how. Yo, let me tell you how much the world trolled Trump today. His neighbors told him, "Oh yeah, come through, but you can't stay more than 7 days. You can't because when you bought this property, it said no one can live here. You can't spend more than 21 days a year at this property." So he thought he was gonna just hang out in Florida, but they already told him like, "Oh, you can't be here more than 21 days out of a year." And they said you already spent more than 30 down here. So prepare yourself for what's about to happen, bro. He gonna get kicked out of Florida thinking he's safe. He should get a house in Montana.
The last thing was social media, man. I enjoyed a couple of things off of social media. The first thing is Bernie Sanders sitting there with no chill whatsoever. Yeah, my dog was there. My dog Bernie like nobody else can Bernie on the planet. Like Bernie was up. He
showed up like Bernard today.
Yeah, he showed up like, well, you know what? Check this out. I got a new position, and I'm ready to wield whatever power that I have. Why am I here? Like why am it's fucking cold, and I'm from fucking Vermont. Hey, that, and I mean, listen, guys, I'm gonna tell you something. If Joe Biden continues on this pace, there's going to be a lot of uncomfortable neoliberal white people.
Seriously,
go deeper,
because fundamentally the not even neoliberal white people, neoliberal people, because fundamentally, like saying equity out loud, saying white supremacy out loud was a faux pas.
Seriously,
it was super dope seeing Joe Biden say white supremacy during an inauguration speech. Right, we say it like it's candy. We toss that shit around like it's candy. Here you go, white supremacy here, white supremacy there, racist here, racist there, because they won't say it. But what he did today, I mean, it's going to go out in the annals of time. And I had this conversation with Nomi Key earlier today on her show, but I wanted to repeat it for this show right here because it's important. Imagine a conversation between those neoliberal motherfuckers who write Joe Biden speeches. And I can almost guarantee you that when the white supremacist part got in there, Joe Biden was like, I want to say it. And there was like 18 people around him who was like, no, you can't say that. Unity. And
we're gonna call it what we're gonna call it. It's white supremacy. Let's we're gonna call it what it is.
That's it.
I'll be honest. Joe Biden should have went for the trifecta though. Had he said poor people, heads would have exploded.
They ain't gonna go that far.
Yeah. You're trying to fix things then.
Let's just go to
the election, bro. What the fuck are you doing right now?
But if we being honest, he told Congress, don't sit on your fingers about that 1.9 trillion. Get it out there. And he also extended another two of his executive orders were to extend the moratorium on evictions and also no foreclosures from no foreclosures on any mortgage that the federal government holds. So I mean, so far, I mean, he really trying to take them off.
Yeah,
seriously. Man, we just got out of a bad relationship.
Extended the student loan as well. The student loan freeze as well through September as well. So
we just got out of a bad relationship, gentlemen. Like, you know how you in the past you might have broke up with somebody and it just felt real good, right? That's your ex, right? Yo, our ex-president was a good breakup, boy. I'm talking about like to the point where we thinking about going to get the vaccination and shit. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like shit, we might want to figure it out now.
I might cop that now though. Shit.
I'm getting
but Marcus,
I'm getting the vaccination tomorrow, gentlemen.
But Marcus, Marcus, in that same vein, we're gonna come back to that vaccine. We're gonna come back to that question. But Marcus, in the same vein of that bad relationship, maybe we're super excited about the shit that Joe Biden's doing, which is 9 out of the 17 executive orders that he issued were overdoing or removing some of the shit Trump did. So maybe you're right. Maybe we're just on the rebound, and it seemed like Joe Biden real cute because we had 4 years of Trump. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, dog, listen. First off, check this out. Tonight, somebody stopped the building a wall. Like tonight, down on the border, there was a guy that was fucking hammering some shit in, and motherfuckers, and somebody said to him, matter of fact, he was hammering it in, watching the Mexican brothers and sisters just walk around him, right? and he just, hey, Bob, hey, Bob, come on down.
Yeah,
we're done here.
Okay,
it's your land anyway.
What do you mean?
Come on back to your own land.
What do you mean we're done? We have to build the wall.
No, we're done.
No,
the contract is over with.
Hey, we gotta make America great again.
you know it's some mad people because that what it got like 7 or 10 miles of like new wall, and it cost us like $5 billion or something. It's like, hell, you know they mad.
Oh,
you know they mad. I'm super excited. I ain't even gonna front. I don't care if we cover another topic. Spending all day laughing at Trump, walking around on that stage like somebody had hit a boxer too many times and he shouldn't have been in the ring. He looked like Wilder when Tyson hit him in the ear.
I think the most interesting thing about this morning was the fact that the only people to see Trump off was his family and his chief of staff. Like everybody else is like, yeah, nah, bro, it's too much for me. Like nobody wanted to be seen with Donald Trump at the very end, which is, says a lot about him, says a lot about the last 4 or 5 years, where literally all he had was his family and his chief of staff to see him off.
I know that's bad when you got nobody left but your family. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's good. It's good that at the end of the day you can have your family, but when nobody wants
the boy can't even go to the internet.
They can't even get on social media for solid.
I don't even know if he can use Google anymore. Google might be like, no.
Niggas on Air Force One like
nothing.
Do you think Jack will sell Clickbaity political thirst trap his account? Like,
oh man.
Let's give us those millions of people.
It would take us to. I mean, that's a lot of demons we'd have to go up against in that audience, bro. You want that?
I don't even want that. I don't even want that money.
Real Donald Trump.
Hey, I did. Speaking of demons, there was one scary moment today that we all need to kind of recognize. And Dwayne, once we start bringing up these videos on our channel, on this channel, you will be able to do it, man. But check this out: when Mike Pence and Madam Vice President walked down the stairs.
Yeah.
And when Mike Pence hit that car, before he jumped in that car, he turned around and looked, and that look was like, "Bitch, I'll be back." And that scares the fuck out of me because he looked like, "Have fun, enjoy it while it lasts."
But I mean,
I guarantee you that Mike Pence will be running for president.
Here's my
I guarantee.
Do you think that they would go towards Mike Pence if let's take Donald Trump out of the equation? I don't think that they. I don't think they want Mike Pence. I think he's done too. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't think we've seen the last of Mike Pence in American politics. He'll never be a president though. But hey, I said the same thing about Joe Biden after he ran 27 times and he pulled an Abraham Lincoln on us. Abraham Lincoln ran for office like 7 or 8 times and never won until he became president. So
that's the first thing I thought about when he was doing the oath of office. I was like, man, Joe Biden, after 800 tries, this motherfucker finally became president of the United States. Congratulations, Joe.
I mean, I don't want to.
Hold on, but you got to keep something in mind. Like George Bush fucked the country up so bad that we elected a black man. Donald Trump messed it up so bad that you gave somebody like Joe Biden the opportunity to come back and win after the 37 times. So, I don't look for Mike Pence to even Mike Pence. Nobody's worried about him because one, he has no standards. He has no morals. He can't do anything without his wife's permission. It's not happening.
That sounds like a Republican.
I mean,
it might be.
It sounds like every Republican.
Listen,
that part is probably true.
All I know, Darren just became an honorary member of the goddamn trap with that last statement. He said, Bush fucked the country up so bad, we elected a black man.
Facts is facts.
Hey,
man.
If I was Barack Obama, I'd be looking at my legacy like I'm real good. Like I'm bookend by 2 of the dumbest people ever to hold the office. And then who followed them was my second in charge.
Exactly.
He walked out with a lot of swagger today. And then on some real the height of trolling was Michelle Obama with that same colored outfit. Like she trolled the hell out of Donald Trump. If you look at her outfit, it was the same color as the one she wore when Donald Trump got elected. So it was pretty dope.
Michelle looked like a goddamn Marvel Avenger today, boy. She was looking so good up on that stage. Yo, straight up, man. She looked like she was about to literally take off. And I don't mean that in a bad way, man. That gold belt, that gold buckle on that garnet or purple, whatever she was wearing. Come on now. Come on, Michelle. Come on with it.
It was fly.
Come on with like if there's one person on the stage that's gonna do it, it's gotta be her.
You know, Marcus got an old ass TV talking about Michelle Obama had on purple. Everybody know that shit was burgundy, nigga. What's wrong with you? You got that old ass TV.
Did he say purple? You and your colors. You and your lazy surgery. Shut up. Leave me alone.
And my dumb ass just go right along with them. Like, yep.
Marcus like you and your
HDIs.
Hey, B and Marcus like I think it's you and your HDIs. Look, hey, Marcus like check your eye privilege, nigga. Check your seeing privilege.
Right. But you got a problem with people with glasses, knick-knack, paddywhack.
Oh man!
And now you're throwing white supremacy signs up. See, look at him.
So America is no longer America is no longer not the only damn country that's signed on to the Paris Accord. So we're back in the climate accord, guys. So for those of us that
held on hostage.
Yeah. So that too, and we're back in love with
let's do some civics 101. What are the Paris Accords and what happened?
So the Paris Accord is a climate agreement that was signed by more than 200 damn countries that said we had set certain agreements that we were going to try to meet as countries. And Donald Trump took us out of this agreement, this accord, and then we're back in it immediately in 30 days.
Look at Andy Williams' comment.
What did Andy say? Here go Andy. This guy is a wild motherfucker.
Michelle Obama's look like a black Hogwarts professor.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Hey, the dress like, and hey. It's clickbait.
No, Andy. No,
Andy. Everybody, look. Y'all go out there. Y'all can go out there Barack Obama. Don't go out to Michelle now. Hold on.
No, she can get it too. No, Michelle can get it too. Michelle can get it over here too.
Darren, we read books over here. So when we read books, you are allowed, like, you got to read the whole book, bro, not just the cover with a pretty face. But on the same token, though, when it comes down to it, out of all the people who like in the neoliberal universe, Michelle Obama is my favorite. I will say that. Out of all of them.
She's your favorite neoliberal for real?
Yeah, she's my favorite neoliberal. Absolutely. Because here's my thing, because there's something in her that I don't think happened yet. Right? Like, I think if you remember when everybody was whispering Michelle should run for president, this, that, and the other back in the day, right? Yeah. I think Michelle would have been a real progressive president. I do, if she had ran. That's because right? Jeremiah and I also think that's why she didn't run, because she was like, "Oh, I know the real problems. I'm separating my household and my crazy ass husband who wants to work for Wall Street, and I recognize that too many of my cousins still got my phone number, right? And they're gonna be talking about Southside Chicago. You dig what I'm saying? They're gonna be talking about her hood. Like, I think if Michelle had a ring, I think Michelle is a progressive in neoliberal clothing that never had power to actually exercise that. Like, now, don't get me wrong, she could have made different decisions, but like at some point you just start going with the flow. But she's my favorite neoliberal, man. And Biden's my second one right now, as of today. Biden's my second.
My favorite neoliberal is James Clyburn, because he's just so fun to make fun of. Like, I'm trying to think of.
He's the savior. He's the savior.
All right, he's a Negro.
Darren, he's the Negro whisperer. Darren, who's your favorite neoliberal?
That's a tough one, because the way Marcus described it, I guess it would have to be Michelle Obama, because you know me, I'm from the school of Elizabeth Warren, but since she's not a lead neoliberal, I guess I'll have to go with Michelle. But see, the thing that I would disagree with Marcus on is that if she were to run, she's more in line with Jeremiah Wright than what her husband is, and so
that's what I'm saying.
I think y'all might be giving her too much credit.
Look, she's black, okay. So let's she's from descendant of slaves, so she.
Wait, D. Mondale, where's your pushback at? Like, come on with it, because I know you got something. Why are we giving her too much credit?
She was a I don't think she's a progressive. I think she is a money making one of these Ivy League graduates who's about her paper, who just married a politician, who she didn't really want him to be a politician, like get that bag. And as soon as she got out of office, as soon as she got out of public life, she showed you that with her $4,000 boots. Like, don't get it twisted. The same, like that political life ain't mine. I ain't about that. Her life is about that money. I think that's just.
She was wearing $4,000 boots before that, though. I think she was doing that before.
Before that, she was finding before the White House. Remember this? She wore to the first inaugural ball a dress made by a no-name designer who became famous because Michelle Obama wore the dress.
You know what I'm afraid of, this new Biden, this new kind of this Biden thing is going to do two things. I think Biden is in an interesting situation where he could separate any chances of black folks liking progressives. Because it's not Biden's fault. It's progressive's fault. It's progressive's fault, right? Like, because all Biden got to do. Because here's the thing, and I looked around the internet, and I know somebody's gonna call me after this one right here. But I looked around the internet.
Can somebody remove Visu Osint from our chat, please?
And I watched Tim Black, brother Tim Black last night, man. That brother was on fire last night. And he was having a conversation about the People's Party, right? A movement for the People's Party. And this person said to him, and just called in and was like, yeah, I heard you were with the movement for the People's Party. And Tim was like, well, I was, but then I looked on their platform and they didn't have nothing about reparations. And then he was like, so I'm not with them anymore. He said, I still love Cornel West. I still love Nina Turner, but I'm not with them because if you're going to have a movement for the People's Party and you don't have reparations for it, it's not my people. So
come on, Tim.
So well, that last part was me, but basically that was his ethos, right?
Yeah.
But shout out to Tim. And now what I'm saying to everybody is like, Biden's going to do stuff with black people that was low hanging fruit that Trump tried to do, but didn't have the backing of other black people.
God damn it, Marcus, you're making a hell of a case.
Dog, so we could have, like, what's about to happen is Trump is going to officially separate blacks and progressives because y'all motherfuckers wouldn't listen to me.
Darren, can you tell people about that trophy before I start talking about you missing your neck? Motherfucker over there looking like a whole fullback, he look like a new damn running lot over that motherfucker. I just looked up. I was like, shit, we got running lot on the screen. Run. He was on the air like bam. He was on the air like bam.
I mean, look,
hit him in the face like ew.
Nicky 100, I'm in Kansas City, so this represents what we just won last year in Miami. Of course, we're going to be picking up another one in just about 3 weeks. So,
can the people see your middle finger? Can the people see your middle finger? Oh my God, what we got on that finger? Is that a ring?
It is. We try to, we don't try to flex like that, but at the end of the day, neck, no neck. Look, I had to tie on because Marcus was telling me to dress down versus dressing up. But as I tell Marcus, like Michael Jordan, you never know who's going to see you or meet you for the first time. So
okay,
that's it.
Okay,
all right.
Funeral fresh. Fresh.
Clean. Just like your boy Cornel West said, casket ready always.
Oh, man.
Shit.
Hey, man.
Me too. You don't like my beach sweater? Shit, I'm casket ready right now.
Let me tell you something about Cornel West, man. Cornel West is the most amazing traveler on the planet because he has one bag and it's like a carry-on bag. And I've seen Cornel West go out of town with one bag. It's the most amazing thing. It's a tiny carry-on bag.
And that nigga wear the same outfit every day.
Yeah, but check this out though. Ain't no way in hell. Somehow his shirt doesn't get dirty because
he got a bunch of them motherfuckers.
No, you gotta understand that brother. Like he looks like. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Inflatable black suits, bro. He got inflatable black suits packed in that one bag.
Don't forget that man started traveling when black people couldn't stop. He know how to pack shit in places you ain't thinking. You looking at his suitcase, not realizing he got 6 pair of pants on.
Right underneath him. Right. That's right.
Yeah.
Bruh. Oh man, that's good. That's too much.
You ain't seen his 7th shirt to Sunday. He done took off the shirt. Nigga got on 7 shirts. Like, goddamn, Cornell. That nigga look like Monday through Sunday.
Put the underwear out the matrix.
That nigga look like the Equinox.
Are y'all niggas really roasting Cornell West on our show?
Come on, man.
Because he'll come right
say.
back. Dr. West know what we do. Dr. West love us.
He family.
Oh,
he family.
man.
Hey, for the people in the trap spot,
those whom you love.
Go ahead,
Ben,
D.
just for the people in the trap spot, I want them to know that yes, we do plan on getting Josh Hawley's ass out of office one way or the other. Hopefully, Democrats in the Senate will expel him. If not, his ass is getting out at the ballot box.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know if he's gonna last that long because he's gonna have a criminal investigation probably on him. As soon as they found out he was walking people around the Capitol showing them tours, I hope he was one of those people because I can't wait to that day. He is musty white supremacy.
I mean, there's an opportunity for all of
what the hell is musty white supremacy, bro? What the hell is?
You just look at him and you know something right.
What the Capitol smell like the day after? That's what musty white supremacy is. What musty white supremacy is the train they rode in on.
Musty white supremacy is
God.
It's so stench. Like the stench is so strong that he don't need a Klan hood for you to recognize that he's a Klansman.
Facts.
When he open his mouth and say anything, it smells like racism.
So just so you know, Josh Hawley went to the school called Rockhurst High School. We played them in football and basketball. It's an all boys school, Catholic school, right on the state line between Missouri and Kansas. Racist to the core. So everything that you see here, all that white power stuff, he gets it honestly because that's what that school's all about.
On the air, like pow.
Yeah. You remember niggas? Yeah, I ran into them niggas who smell so musty they smell like pizza.
No, Ben.
That's musty
where do
white
you,
supremacy.
Ben, where do you wait? Ben, where do you hang in the gym locker?
Bro, you never been? Yeah, never been to like. You play football. You had to play football. Run up on some musty niggas that smell like pizza. You never smell pizza musty nigga.
Oh, you almost said something else. Wait a minute. Are you talking about something else?
I'm literally talking about that. You so funky. You smell like a pepperoni pizza. You ain't ran into dudes like that. That's funky white supremacy.
So first of all, I'm never eating pepperoni pizza again. Thanks, Ben.
Man.
Also, I didn't play any sports in high school, so I don't know what Ben is talking about.
Man, shit.
Smell like fermented ass.
Oh man. Musty white supremacy. What's that shit?
Hey, listen, ain't y'all happy? Ain't y'all happy that there's one awesome part about this? Because I did get to my point, but man, all the neoliberals are going up in the White House, man.
Somebody said Dorito musty is a thing.
Damn.
Dorito musty ass. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, they're clearing the field for some challenges all across the nation right now between the neoliberals going to the White House, between the white supremacists who are about to go to jail or asked to get kicked out, and even more so, they supported the insurrection. Like there's some vulnerable people in these districts right now all across the nation, man. In Georgia, I'm not sitting up and saying we're going to flip state houses, but it's an opportunity that we have locally. And maybe some congressional and some Senate seats that somebody got comfort Ted Cruz, bro. Like on some real shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't give a fuck. If you're a part of the Trap Squad, run for Senate. I don't give a fuck. I support you. Like just run for Senate. If you're watching this post right now,
we raise some money, get somebody to get that man out of office, man. Shit. I think. Do you think the pendulum is?
Can't go back and beat up something's wrong with him.
Say that again.
I was saying if the senator was Beto, man. No. Look, anybody but Cruz. So, like you just said, Betos could be in the trap spot tonight, hiding as somebody else or whatever. I'm just saying, anybody but Cruz, whether it's Betos or somebody else, get his punk ass out of office by any means necessary.
By any means necessary. Listen, if the Democratic Party would have supported Royce instead of MJ Hager, we wouldn't have this problem in Texas, y'all. We would have a black male senator from that state, but I think Cruz gonna have a whole nother problem. His problem gonna be the same problem that some of the Republicans in Georgia are having right now. They supported Trump to all ends against their party, their state party, so they're gonna lose that support. That's how I think we're gonna pick up some seats, Marcus. I think what you're talking about, there's some absolute truth to it. If you believe that the Republicans will say we're gonna strip your chairship from you, then they also gonna say we ain't supporting you like we did before. So they're gonna primary those people, and when they primary, then those people will be gullible and vulnerable.
I mean, the Republican Party is in a lot more trouble than we think, and there's two things that I want to point at with this. First off, their number one donor died.
Wait, which one of us is Theo Huxtable?
Right?
Whoever made the Theo Huxtable joke, I ain't see it. Whoever made it, I'm gonna find your ass and I'm gonna roast you for 7 years. I guarantee it. I'm gonna find your ass right now.
Until I get out of office. Let me finish my point. So
go ahead, Marcus. Finish it.
Look. So there's gonna be people who, you know, since the Republican Party lost their number one donor, and I'm talking about this guy was donating from the presidential race all the way down to like dog catcher. This guy was funding all of the campaigns, right?
Right.
And at the same time underfunding his people, right? And also the Republican Party is oh god damn.
So listen, Patrick, you must be new here because you know you can't roast me without a picture of yourself. Because Trap Squad, I need you guys to find out who Patrick Blanc is and put a picture of him in the cafe or him or them in the cafe, and I will tend to their ass after this show. Hi, Patrick.
Oh man.
Hey, by the way, since we're talking about a little bit of after the show action, y'all go to the Clickbaity Cafe on Facebook. If you are in there, every now and then, what we do is we go live, and now we have the capability of having a room, so like you'll be able to actually jump in and talk with us. No, Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap is absolutely interactive, and we want to make sure that you guys know that your voice is heard. You said it wrong, and you possibly could get an opportunity to get your shots in on Mondale straight up.
You better ask somebody. Your boy. What's the cat boy name? The chunky one that looked like a serial killer that was holding the cat in the picture. He's always up here. Goku, Soku, Joku.
Oh, Goku.
Somebody put his real picture in the cafe, and I had a field day with him. So be ready when you come for Theo Huxtable, because I'm telling you right now.
Listen.
It ain't no Jello pudding pop over this motherfucker.
I had to go off and improve. I had to go off and get my wheels together, fucking with you, boy. Because you know what? Listen, you're not gonna leave the barbershop without getting one in. If that, listen, you got to get one in, because if you don't get one in, you're gonna be the target forever. Yeah, forever. It's like going to jail and punching the first toughest nigga you see.
Person went too far. Hold on. This person just called me powdered shit. Look. Look at nigga, your head ain't even shaped right. How dare you up this motherfucker looking like the guy from
Wody. He look like Wody.
He don't. No, don't say that about Wody. No. You know who he look like?
The fish, you know, those sad fishes. The sad fishes.
No, you know who he really look like? Baby Roo, a nigga from Goonies. You one-eyed son. Your face ain't even symmetrical, motherfucker. Your frown is a half smile. You backwards banshee. You guys. You extra forehead having ass, motherfucker. Your head look like an awning.
Mondale,
you look like you. How you take this picture?
Mondale, remember what my mama said. Come on, let's get back.
Hi, Tony. Welcome to the show. Sorry about that. So in other news, Ivanka Trump.
I got a question for you, gentlemen, and this is based off of what Marcus was talking about winning back potential Senate seats.
Extra meat on the forehead like a Klingon, motherfucker.
Did you call my brother a Klingon? Oh my god,
motherfucker like a Klingon. Ooh. Tick tock ass motherfucker. Fuck out of here. Go ahead with your question, D. Go ahead with
that was a word.
I trying to get off the Klingon part, but I try to keep a straight face. I couldn't on that one. So to you gentlemen's point about Democrats possibly picking up seats in the South and across the country. My biggest main concern is that over the next 2 years is that Democrats, as usual, will find a way to hurt and shoot themselves in the foot when it comes to trying to pick up seats. I know we talked about Ted Cruz down there in Texas and what's going on in Georgia, but with this whole thing, and I don't mean to turn it serious all of it, but just but with Joe Biden wanting to be so much on this bipartisan tip, and you got someone like Joe Manchin not wanting to get rid of the filibuster, it's going to be hard for Democrats to actually get things passed to where you can go back out to the voters and show them that this is what we've done in these 2 years. Give us a chance to do more because
I
to help the Democrats out.
I agree with you. First off, Mondale, he looked like a Shar-Pei. I agree with you. I do.
I'm trying so hard not to laugh. Y'all niggas ain't making it easy, bro.
The Democratic Party has a chance, but the problem is that like actually trying to implement policy that makes any sense whatsoever for our people. That means that you have to double down on black shit. So Darren, you're right. And I just don't think you know how people read resumes. So let's because in history, resumes have always been used against black people, right? Oh, you don't have 25 years of experience. Oh, you don't this, that, and the other. And then
typos.
Typos. They use resumes against black people.
Right.
Well, let's use resumes against white people for a second. Okay.
All right.
So the job is to win an elections, right?
Listen.
Now we know for a scientific fucking fact that you need black people to win elections. Right.
Facts.
Right. All right.
Facts.
So let me take resumes of people who can help black people decide to vote for Democrats since we need them to win elections. That is the job title, right? That is the job scope. Get black people to continue to vote and also increase the amount of Latinx people and indigenous people to vote, right? That's the job. Okay. Right. So let's take white folks' resumes. Let's take them. Okay. I worked in fucking Iowa. That's
not qualified.
Resume. Fire.
Not qualified.
Not qualified. Okay. I read commercials. Not qualified. What else? Oh, I know a poster and he said not qualified.
I came up through the Democratic Party.
Oh, don't forget about the email dudes.
I learned how to organize on Obama. All of this is disqualified information. I'm sorry, your resume is lacking.
Oh no,
Marcus, I got one. You ready for this one?
Yeah.
I have a sponge to make my hair look like this. Hold on one second. I forgot to tell y'all. I bet dude lift up his forehead to wash his face. Look at this motherfucker. This bastard gonna talk shit about me. Sit your ass down.
So what was it? Somebody called him a blobfish. What was somewhere? One of those with the face.
He like one of them niggas. If you scare his whole head expand. Unconnected cranium, motherfucker. This nigga shit.
So you have to come on YouTube, find you a cartoon, and troll in private. Yeah, because you can't run from us.
Right.
There's nothing you can do. The most beautiful woman in the planet could come on Clickbaity and say the wrong thing and get it.
We already got her.
Get it like that.
We already got her. It was Tam. I got Tam.
Yeah. Oh, that was so sweet in a weird ass way.
That was yeah.
She still look like a goddamn member of the damn Cash Money with them.
Now, I want to go back. I want to go back to this resume thing, man, because this is important, right? Like, how is Joe Biden taking resumes right now? Is there a political strategist that is saying, okay, because I'm gonna tell you something. Georgia showed up. Yes, Georgia showed up politically, and we really haven't had anybody elected that has done things for anyone in the state of Georgia. Stacey didn't get elected. John Ossoff and Warnock, they never held elected office before. So we can't really point at resumes to say, okay, we're going to continue to win Georgia without doing nothing. Yeah. I think y'all shot y'all load. I do. I think the Democratic Party shot their load.
What is going on today? What did I do to y'all motherfuckers?
Mandela, old less bougie.
Kyle Barker.
Yo, why everybody didn't want to join on me, go home and change their screensavers when they get off work? Be like, I'm ready for Clickbaity tonight. I wrote this one down. I'm gonna try it out. Y'all stop Googling black men with boxes trying to fucking come at me. And and bring your pictures. I come up here every night and let y'all see me. Y'all are wilding.
Bro, Mandela, I saw your hair, man. Like
that shit was crazy, right?
Dog, I didn't know you had that much hair on your head, bro.
Yeah, the pre-haircut. You want me? Let me see if I can find that shit.
Whatever. Man, that boy really looked like an eraser. I mean, and I'm not trying to clown. Like his head looked like it was reaching for the angels. It was
a bit much. It was a bit much.
It was a bit much. You know what I mean? So about today's inauguration, man. What's the things that are on your mind right now, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how is Kansas City treating this inauguration day, man? Is it you? Kansas is
celebrating.
You're in Missouri.
Oh, snap! I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. Well, Ben, just a brief thing. If you ever come to Kansas City, make sure you get the state right, because you can leave with some lumps if you talk about you in Kansas and you
totally different experience, huh?
Very much.
Yeah,
so.
for that.
Look, to me, I don't know. Look, I'm old school, so I'm listening to Jen Psaki's first presser, I guess, to the media today. And the first thing, when they started asking about the $1.9 trillion stimulus or corona or package or whatever that they put together, and she starts kind of backtracking on, that's not the final number, that's just something to put out there. And it's like, come on, man, you haven't even got your office wet yet, and here you are already kind of trying to backtrack off of that number that you're putting out there, and stuff like that. Really concerned me, because what that does is that brings the energy level down for your own base, who would be out there trying to fight and call their representatives and the senators to make sure that they vote for that type of stuff. But when you get people up there, and it always seems to be Democrats. Damn!
Wow, bro.
Y'all see it?
Kid playing. Yeah.
See that shit? That's what I had to shave off.
My deal look like a black pineapple.
Oh, God, I was trying to be serious. I couldn't help it on that one. Okay.
Oh, man.
Mondale, nice haircut.
Thank
but
you,
that is a fresh haircut. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, Marcus, you're not gonna slide as soon as Darren's finished.
Oh, I'm ready for you. Let's go. Perfect time.
But when you're out there and you're already talking down, what you're trying to put out there for the people. One, to me, obviously, is not big enough. Two, you talk about $400 unemployment when it should have been $600, and it should have been retroactive. But you're not trying to put too large of a number out there, because you think it's going to get bipartisan support when it's not. Right. And and of course, when you're putting in the $15 national minimum wage, and again, when you're talking it down already, and it hasn't even gone to the legislation, it just, to me, it looks like it's going to be doomed for failure off the top. And again, look, I understand Biden and Barack Obama, when they came in, they wanted to be kumbaya. They wanted this, bipartisanship. But the Republicans have shown you over and over again who they are.
That's right.
Why does it take for you to get bitch slapped to understand that who they are is who they are? And then when you have people like Joe Manchin, who are going to be out there trying to stop the filibuster to be done and away with, and is going to be trying to keep legislation that can help his people when they're the 50th poorest state out of a 50-state nation. Stuff like that really, really brings down the enthusiasm for me and others who want to support you, and who want to do it. But when you start talking down and you start negotiating against yourself in public,
right,
there's nothing I can do with you.
Well, I think here's the thing. I also believe that I think a lot of people are under the impression that Manchin is gonna control the Senate, like, because everybody's like, oh, the way he votes and what he's not gonna do, it's gonna put the Democrats in certain positions. No, That is a deferment, and I almost want to say Chuck Schumer's behind that shit so the heat won't come to him. Chuck Schumer is in charge of the Senate, and we about to hold his ass responsible if shit don't get done. If he can't hold Manchin in order, that is a fault of his and nobody else. Manchin about to get his ass in line. Yeah, I mean, exactly. So
but the only flip side is that I think he's up in 2 years. Trust me, Mr. McConnell knows that's a red ass state. He could easily be like, "Hey, you flip
West Virginia,
over, boom."
Listen, let me tell you how. That's a misnomer. It's how they play politics. That's why people forget where rednecks come from. The term rednecks came from West Virginia, and rednecks does not mean country white folk that spit tobacco. Redneck was unionized coal workers, and they were redneck because they wore red scarves around their neck when they went into the mines to organize. So people just need to know, and don't forget, it was that state that started the damn national teacher walkout. It was the teachers in West Virginia that walked out first. So I'm just trying to tell people, when we organize that way, I seen a redneck brother driving a truck who was running for Congress in 2018. He didn't win, but that brother ran a powerful race. He didn't have the support of the party because the party said the same thing, that it's a red state. West Virginia is as red as Georgia was, and it's all about how we invest money and why. We can scare the hell out of Manchin by getting a real Democrat to run against his ass, and I know a couple sisters up there that's ready for it too.
I want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to State Delegate Sean Hornbuckle. Out of Huntington, West Virginia, man. He's a Democrat. He's progressive as West Virginia will allow you to be, but he's pretty much a progressive, and he represents black people. He represents black people in West Virginia. There's three black delegates in the state of West Virginia right now. And here's the thing, like, don't forget about Charleston. Don't forget about West. Don't forget about Charleston. East Charleston. Don't forget about Huntington. Don't forget about all these places. Like, first off, the door is open because there's so many jobs that have been lost in the state of West Virginia. Right? The door is open because there's so many people who need health care in West Virginia. Right? If somebody came into West Virginia and made an honest to God fight for Medicare for all, they would win.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Right. And the reason why is because half of that state needs therapy from losing their job or the drug pandemic. Right. West Virginia is a state that legalized medical marijuana, not because they wanted to, because they needed to.
You want to win West Virginia? Turn out that 65,000 black people in the Democratic primary and see what happens.
Right. So here's the thing. Manchin might even be a little out of touch for his own state. And you guys also have to understand one more thing, man. Every single state has a growing demographic of young people. Every single one of them. And I mean, I know y'all think West Virginia is backwards and other states are backwards, but they got the internet too. They'll be right on top of a mountain talking about I'm going to fix this moonshine and look at Clickbaity political thirst trap.
Shout out to all our viewers from West Virginia.
Before you go further, Mondale, Patrick said, he's calling you out. He said that he added a picture, so he wants you to go ahead and do your thing. So thought you should know that. I know we've been talking.
Oh, I appreciate that, Dean.
Did say okay, so I wanted to make sure that you knew.
God bless you, Patrick, and God help you. Y'all go ahead. I'm going to the chat real quick.
He's a hot mess, man. So listen, there is to be had about how we view what the power in the Senate is, right? And to be honest with you, like, these guys get the seat, right? But they also are self-absorbed. Nobody's going to be self-absorbed for money. People will be self-absorbed for votes first. And what do I mean by that? I mean that voters' issues are more important than a donor's issue, right? The problem is that we either show up to take that person out or we don't. And when I think about the current Democrats that are in the Senate and some in the House that are still kind of in that phase of, I would prefer to see what Wall Street / my donors say before my voters say anything. They don't understand the crosshairs that they're about to enter into. Because 2 years from now is going to be the hottest, messiest primary on both sides of the aisle that you've ever seen in American politics. Y'all thought y'all were done because Donald Trump went home. Nah, this might have been the beginning of it, honestly. Because
wait, Marcus, wait a minute. Look at this dirty ass back road preacher right here. Look at this nigga with a moonshine necktie. Look at this beard. You thick 4-dimensional head looking ass creature. You sea creature on land. You octopus with a neck face fuck ass boy. I know damn well you ain't. Why, Patrick? Why? Your name shouldn't be Patrick. It should be packed full of shit. Look at your neck. Your eyes got muscles on the side of them motherfuckers. You lift weights. You lift barbells with your head. You brown face motherfucker. Fuck out of here. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, in order to keep the Senate.
Oh, man.
So,
why you doing me like?
So, in order to keep the Senate this time, in order to keep the House this time, in order to keep our seats that we currently have, it might be, because here's the thing, Republican supporters don't have any fucking clue what they want policy-wise. They don't. Republican senators have no idea what they want policy-wise. So how do you change the dynamic of what a Republican wants policy-wise when they have nothing that they want? Well, that means you introduce different policies, right? So even in some of the redder states across the nation, we got an opportunity to actually introduce policy that everybody can jump on board with. The issue with progressives is that pretty much for the most part, nobody has been putting money and effort behind pushing progressive policies in the most impacted communities. So we allow a vacuum. We allow this huge vacuum of moderate. Well, we can't do that because we can't afford it. Well, we all know that's not true.
Right.
We allow a vacuum of, because listen, I didn't hear moderates say anything. I didn't really hear moderate Democrats saying we can't afford that wall. That wasn't their argument. Their argument was the wall is morally wrong. Their argument was never we can't afford to build a wall. You know why? Because they know we got all money in God's fuck. That's why. So I think,
but we have a challenge. They have a challenge now. Moderate Democrats are in serious trouble, not just because of Tony's ugly ass shaped head, but also because the man that's in control of the budget in the Senate is Bernie Sanders. And he gonna call him out the minute they try to play crazy. Also, you all didn't ask me who my favorite neoliberal. It's Bernie Sanders. So yeah, I really believe that Bernie Sanders is gonna be a problem for them at the budget space unless they get on board with progressives. One of us. So what I mean, you know, somebody black with nappy hair. Jesse Jackson right now, shit, ain't nobody match that platform. It's been 30 plus years, that man platform. He got a record like Reggie Miller. Ain't nobody running up on it. I'm just gonna throw that out there. A little sports ball, Marcus. See what I just did there, Marcus? Huh? You like that? You like that? Sports ball. But what I'm saying, in all honesty, no, like seriously, politics wise. Listen,
yeah,
Marcus, you're absolutely right about Republicans. But it is partially that no one is funding progressive candidates and ideas in a real way. But the other part of it is when they are funded, they show up just like moderates. Look how Bernie spent his money. He chose the same consultant class that Hillary Clinton did. So it forces us. Wait a minute. Oh wow, hold on, y'all. Hold on, Andrew Cologne. I'm gonna tell y'all. I gotta stop. Hold on, everybody. This is the power, Darren. This goes back. Andrew, thank you for putting this up here. This goes back to my belief on what is and isn't possible and what the world sees as red state. Andrew Cologne is the brother of Scott Cologne. Scott Cologne was a 34-year-old first-time candidate, never elected, running against a 27-year incumbent DA in a district in Mississippi that had never elected a black person to DA. Scott Cologne, y'all. Brother was down 20 points when the white people that brought me in to help out that race, when they were running the race that they wanted to run, the brother was down. You know what they were doing? They had some white folk talking about some white folk shit. We brought in a bunch of people from the community that had been affected either directly or somebody in their family member by Forrest Allgood. Forrest Allgood was one of the racist DAs in the country. And all we did was go to black communities in this district. This district also is 5 counties in Mississippi, y'all. And all 5 counties are majority white counties. But what we did was we told how Forrest Allgood locked up an 18-year-old woman who had mental disabilities and for murdering her child, even though the expert said it was not her. The baby turned over in her sleep and smothered. But when she was released, by the time the Supreme Court of Mississippi released her, her child had already been buried, so she wasn't able to go to the funeral. We told the black community how he took a 13-year-old child and got a statement and convicted him, even though his mother was at the door screaming, "Don't talk to my son without me," and they wouldn't let her in there. So we told all of these stories about Forrest Allgood, how he was not letting black people sit in the jury because of their hairdo or because of what kind of clothes they own. And long story long, what we did with Scott Colomb is put a progressive, or as progressive that you can be, district attorney in that office from the community, of the community, and we defeated white supremacy. And also in that district that is majority white, we elected a 34-year-old candidate that was against a 27-year incumbent. Now check this out. Here's the magic. You ready for this? It was in December when we won that race, and it was 2015, so it won't no federal elections on the ballot. The brother did it carrying his own weight. Nobody at the top of the ticket. That's my rejection of how traditional campaigns are ran versus these campaigns that center issues most important to communities and how these politicians affect them. So Andrew, bro, I didn't even know you watched the Trap Squad. So thank you so much for coming in here, man. And also thank your brother so much for putting his name on the ballot. We appreciate it. And my people in Mississippi said he's showing up exactly how he.
You're on mute. Oh, you muted yourself. Hey, shout out Andrew. Listen, Trap Squad. First off, it's about that time for us to take a break. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this real quick. Darren, where can they find you at? What do you have going on, sir?
Well, this is championship weekend here in the NFL. So, of course, Kansas City Chiefs will be hosting the Buffalo Bills this Sunday at Arrowhead Stadium. You can listen to me every day, 3 to 4 p.m. You can listen to me online, I guess, around the country at 1510.com, or you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Darren Smith WHB. After the Chiefs win on Sunday, I'll be headed to Tampa Bay next Saturday, the 30th, for 10 days covering the Super Bowl, Radio Row, all that good stuff. So that's what I'll be doing
On TV like bow.
Thanks, man, and follow Darren. Yeah, follow Darren on Twitter, man. You see his logo right there. Mondale, where can they find you at, and what you got going on, my brother?
Well, before I tell you where you can find me at, Kayla, this is a misnomer. Mississippi has some of the best progressives in the entire country. So staying away from Mississippi might not be what you need to do. You should take a trip down there. You can find me in the A, man, and also the VA, and also the DA, and also the GA. I'm everywhere, but you can find me at Mondale Robinson on Twitter, Facebook, social media platforms. Other than that, Twitch. I'm on Twitch too, Marcus.
That's what's up, man.
I'm gonna do shit up there.
If you want the best barbecue, come to Kansas City.
Lies, and you should be ashamed of yourself for saying that. I'm from North Carolina. North Carolina has the best barbecue.
We're not doing that tonight because that's gonna take up the rest of the goddamn show. Yeah. So Mondale, Darren, I love both of y'all have tried it. That mustard barbecue from North Carolina is that shit. But that shit, that St. Louis, woo,
Marcus, you look like you like dry rub.
What's the name of the restaurant? Darren, what's the name of the restaurant?
First of all, it's not a restaurant. Okay, you talking about Kansas City?
Talking about Kansas City.
Gates
Barbecue. It's a drive-through, right?
No, it's not.
Why you getting so mad, brother?
Hey, you tried it with the barbecue.
Hey, you gentlemen come to Kansas City. Trust me. I'll set it out for you. That's all you gotta do.
Man, I don't want that dry ass shit gonna choke somebody to death. That old spicy rub that stick in your teeth. Fuck that. We want that vinegar based barbecue from North Carolina, man. Point blank period. Right?
Ben Dixon, where can they find you at, brother?
They can find me on Twitter at Benjamin P. Dixon. Shout out to Millen's Barbecue in Pompano Beach. McMillan's Barbecue got the best barbecue sauce in the country. Pompano Beach.
Where? Florida. The fact that you said Florida.
The barbecue sauce from McMillan's will. I don't care where you bring it from. Now, if you talk about actual actual smoked ribs, man, there's too many places that do ribs right for us to claim a city.
No, I ain't. So we don't do ribs. We do chopped barbecue, a pulled pork. Look at this. This right here is ridiculous. Get the hell off our show.
That's a troll.
God damn.
You're trolling us right now.
God damn.
God. Marcus, where can we find you at?
Marcus for America on Instagram, Twitter, man. Please follow the Morning Trap. Please follow Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap. Please do your due diligence and send us a super chat for all the nice content that we've been adding on. What the fuck? Mondale, we got to limit what you put on here. We can't get nothing done. We got to limit.
Marcus, we covered a lot. We covered a lot of topics today. We talked about the diversity of Democrats and the likelihood or the non-likelihood of us getting rid of the filibuster. We also talked about the inauguration. We talked about the outgoing president, the incoming president, the vice presidents, both the past and present. We also talked about dude's funny ass shaped head. We also talked about the muscle brown, the dude with the big brain, Tony dumbass for putting his picture up there. And we did a lot. And then Darren tried to.
I just wanted to let you know my mother just text me and tell me to tell you.
Okay. Miss Bobo.
Hello.
Okay. Hi, Miss Bobo. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm trying my hardest. You can't be one way.
And we talked about the Paris Accord.
That's right. And we talked about the Paris Accord. So fellas, what y'all got up? Because here's the thing, man. Every single day that we do this right here, we convert somebody to a Trap Squad member, right? And what I like about this right here, I will give our show a little bit of props and how we move and how we actually affect people. Mondale, you gave a dope story about a friend who saw you in the store.
Gas station,
in the gas station. Would you repeat that story real quick? And not to embarrass the brother, but just to repeat.
Oh, he's in the chat too. I already saw him. Yeah, Curtis Coleman watched the trap the morning and the night. The brother is a true trap star. He's a squirrel for real. I was pumping gas. He was at the pump. I was at 7. He was at 8. And he was like, Mondale. And I was like, Curtis. And he was like, Mondale. And I was like, Curtis. And then he was like, Mondale. And I was like, Curtis. He said, Mondale. And I said, Curtis. And then he drove off. No, I'm just joking. No, the brother was like, the brother saw me. I saw the brother, and we like dapped up and caught up a little bit. But it was dope seeing somebody from the Trap Squad at a gas station, and we got to chop it up. So that was pretty powerful for real.
I got a question for everybody on the panel real quick. Do you think we are going to get HR 40, the study for reparations? Do you guys think we're going to get HR 40 during a Biden administration? See, notice I didn't say reparations. I said a study of it.
Because you said it like that, I think that'll be. I hate to say it, that might be all we get.
Ooh.
Well, my pushback to that is, if you do an official study of reparations, you can't say that's all we're gonna get.
Right. Unless you are just a liar.
The reason why the official study hadn't happened is because the motherfuckers know they owe us something.
But if we get it,
I think I'm gonna say yes.
They knew that part already, though. That's what I'm saying. Like the study's been done, but I think I don't have a lot of expectations beyond HR 40. If anything, I don't know. I'm not optimistic in that way. What y'all think?
I think we're gonna get HR 40, and I think the study is gonna say everything that Darren's been saying, that Ayator's been saying, that Judge Griffin, who's also a pastor in Arkansas, has been saying, and so many other scholars who have done so much work, and the folk from ADOS, they've been saying about what is owed to Black Americans. So I think here's the problem. What happens? Who becomes the face of reparations in the Senate? We know who is going to be in the House. It's going to live in the squad, and they're going to do it gladly. But who's going to do it? Who's going to be the face in the Senate? It ain't going to be Tim Scott.
Cory Booker?
Who? You say Wall Street Booger. What'd you say?
Exactly. and that's why, to be honest, I mean,
Warnock's got to be him.
Even if they were to do a study, I mean, look, the one thing we know about white people in Congress, they don't like the mirror being shown on them. they're not gonna pass a study, because then that would kind of like President Obama going down to South Africa. They're not going to apologize for knowing what they did was wrong. I just don't see it happening. And that's just me being real. I just don't see it happening.
Well, I mean, Joe Biden went on a whole, in the 80s, a straight up 20-minute rant against Republicans and white people for not supporting reparations for South Africans. So we just need to run ads with that video of him screaming at other people in the Senate about reparations for South Africans, and how it's not our job to support the white. Or we're not supposed to be, as a country, we're not supposed to be loyal to white South Afrikaners. We're supposed to be loyal to the black South Africans and not the government of South Africa. So let's just replay that tape and buy a bunch of ads and tag his new Twitter handle in it, since he got all these new follows, and see how many of them are willing to repost that thing.
Yeah. Listen, I would be remiss if I didn't say this for reparations in Rep 1 on the first day that Joe Biden is the president of the United States of America. Joe Biden, you owe us reparations.
You do.
Let me tell you why. Because the people who are direct descendants of American enslavement live in Georgia. They live in Fulton County, Joe Biden. They live in Fulton County. They live in Gwinnett County. The direct descendants of slavery live in places that got you the election and got you a more friendly Senate to work with.
That's it.
So, Joe Biden, do me a favor, brother. Realize that we want reparations. And even if your friends that are around you immediately tell you, especially the black ones, that tell you this is not politically expedient, they're wrong. Martin Luther King talked about the moral arc. We shouldn't care less about whether a poll happens or not. You got the House and the Senate, and you're the president. And what I realize is that nobody ever polls about military appropriation. But y'all still give them billions of dollars every year.
Like clockwork.
$750 billion.
So do me a favor. Do me a favor there, Joe Biden. Do the right thing. You have access to some of the most amazing historians that have ever walked the planet Earth right now. You could call up Ta-Nehisi Coates right now. You could call up William Darity right now. You can call up all the people that you could call up Yvette Carnell right now. You could watch Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap. You know what's right. And I'm not talking to anybody else. I'm not talking to Jim Clyburn, because Jim is going to skew my words. No, he is. I mean, he is. He's going to.
Nobody wants reparations.
He already showed you he's willing to skew the words by creating a whole nother option for reparations that ain't reparations. So I mean, I'm like, evidence is there that he's going to skew my words. I'm talking about reparations because I'm one third of Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap, and I'm using my time to talk about what the fuck I want to talk about. Joe Biden, bro, let me tell you something. We are owed reparations, and indigenous Americans are owed reparations, and until you get it right, until you get it right, ain't nothing you gonna do gonna work.
Till you do right by us, Joe Biden.
Ben, give me your last words, brother.
My last words are, if they don't do it, we got to do it for ourselves. I mean, we've been waiting on this country to do shit for us for so long, man. It's at the point where it's like we got to keep the inside-outside approach. So for sure, they owe us. They owe every black person that made this thing happen. At the same time, we got to start preparing to do it for ourselves, because this country has shown us they don't give a damn about us. That said, we can take care. If there is a way for us to provide for ourselves outside of this government, we better start looking for it, because I am hopeful and happy that we ain't got Donald Trump no more. That's just the first step.
Darren?
Let me say this. Yeah, let me say this. One, and I've said it before on some of these shows, that I love poor people. I grew up poor, so that's my mindset is to try to help poor people however best I can. One of the things that I hope that this administration, and even with this $1.9 trillion, is that Even though they're talking about $1,400, even though it should be $2,000 going back to folks that make 75,000 or less than 150,000, and parents, whatever. I don't want us to forget about poor people. I know everything's always about the middle class and what tax cuts, but let's not forget about poor people and the working poor. The poor people are the ones that were most affected by this COVID stuff, and while it is, I guess, nice to have an extra $300 on top of your unemployment, or according to Biden, after March 11th, it'll raise to $400 through the end of September with a hard cutoff date. See, people had to survive between August 1st and December 31st without that extra government assistance. Kamala Harris, she talked about $2,000 a month while she was on the campaign trail. Let's make sure that we press our representative senators about the stuff that they said either on the campaign trail or what they said while they were in the minorities in the Senate, and when they were in the constantly still in the majority in the House. This is what you all said. This is what you all govern. You have the opportunity to do that. Fuck what the Republicans are talking about. You know what I'm saying? You can do back pay. You can do. That again. You all passed a must-pass defense bill that was about $750 billion before the end of last year, and it wasn't offset with anything. So now remember, Republicans all of a sudden now they realize, oh my God, there's a deficit. They're going to start talking about that every time Biden is sending something out there on the floor. Democrats have to be strong and be like, fuck what you're talking about, because you didn't care the last 4 years under Donald Trump. We're going to continue to do what we need to do to make this country successful. But again, I want to make sure that we don't forget about the poor and the working poor. And, always talk about middle class is something that, I know it sounds good and it's good political fodder, but it's the working poor that's being hurt the most right now. And I hope that, again, the stimulus package or whatever that he's trying to put out, this 1.9, I hope it goes further, and I hope the Trap Squad and people, some of the most progressive, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren in the Senate will actually speak up on it and talk about retroactively giving money back to the people where it's needed most, and if people get pushback about how we're gonna pay for stuff like that, hopefully they either watch you all show or they'll have the gumption to actually talk about the hypocrisy that the Republicans have been doing, because every time the economy is good is when Democrats are in office, and then Republicans come in and fuck shit up, and then we got to come back and save the economy, save the country once again. So I just hopefully people will remember that when it's time to put the stuff out there on the floor.
God damn, nigga, your long-winded ass is gonna be right at home on the Clickbaity. God damn, boy, talk about pontificating. You went on for a 6-minute goddamn soliloquy. I like that shit. Welcome, Darren. Welcome. Don't be sorry. We welcome that shit over here. This ain't no talking point show. We love that shit. Listen, y'all, we're gonna start something new before I end this show. Before I give you my talking points. This is the point of your day where the squirrel's about to cross the road. I need every one of you squirrels to run to that goddamn subscribe button and hit it fast as you can. If you've not subscribed, if you're watching us on YouTube and you've not liked this show, you've not tried to cross the road yet. Take your chance at crossing the road. Hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit like if you haven't liked. And if you're on another platform, please share the show. I'm going to give you 15 seconds to do it, starting right now. All right. So you have 13 more seconds. Go, Marcus. I didn't see enough likes. I want more likes. Subscribe, y'all. We need it. This is the truth. Hey. We laugh and joke a lot every night for sure. Hey. But somebody say Hood Jeopardy. That's the only Jeopardy I give a fuck about. Boom. Let me say something real quick and then we can close out. Poverty is a policy issue. No one is poor by choice or because they're lazy. It is poverty. We live in the richest country in the world, and if we give tax breaks to damn millionaires and billionaires, we can give money to poor folks so nobody's poor. Shout out to Yang and the Universal Basic Income Gang. Here's what else I want to say. If you have a family member that votes Republican or that votes neoliberal and they don't watch this show, you're not being a good squirrel. Actually, you're acting almost as if you have rabies. The cure to this bullshit is our bullshit. What I mean by that is, in between our laughing and joking, there's a lot of facts that happen on this show that is deep, as you can tell by Darren's closing. We don't talk in 30-second clips or 14-second clips. You may get a 6-minute soliloquy from anybody on this show. And the people that we invite, like Super Bowl No Neck, we have something to say. All of us have something to say. So while it sounds funny, you are getting fed all of the truth you need on a nightly and morning basis. Man, this is not a strip show. Put your shit back on. So whether it's Marcus screaming at you about what's going on in the world, whether it's Ben giving you that religious point of view, or if it's me just being angry, it's something you need to hear. So tell your family members that ain't really your family members, that are your cousin and your daddies, to come to this show regularly. We out of this motherfucker, y'all. We love y'all, and we out of this motherfucker. You dig?
You dig?